Hi, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is absolutely great to see you this morning. And today I'm very, very excited to have Radu back with us to teach us about WordPress security. I think if you're doing internet marketing online, chances are you have WordPress site. It is an awesome platform. Well, it's free, right? So we all love it. We all love to use it. But what you might not realize is an open source platform, and that it can be easily hacked. So we want to bring that to your awareness. This has actually happened to Radu himself. So you want to hear the story. You want to definitely start. Most importantly, you definitely want to learn how to protect your website. That's what he's going to be here teaching you. Some of the security tips I need to instantly implement as you listen to this interview. So it's that important because you don't want to end up like him, what he had been too. What I'm most exciting about it's actually the product that Radu gonna introduce to us. It's gonna really help you simplify the security process. It's gonna be a very affordable. I think he went kind of overboard on this and went crazy a little bit, offering a little bit too low the price. But before he changes his mind, he's gonna be talking more about how this plugin really gonna change the way you're protecting your websites. So be very exciting about that. Before we get into all this excitement here, let's kind of learn how Radu got started with the internet marketing, and most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success he has today. So Radu, could you kind of take over the mic, share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Yeah, definitely. Hi, everybody. So when I first started out internet marketing, I made a lot of money with micro niche websites. The type of websites that you did your keyword research and then you wrote 2 or 3 articles and then you got it on page 1 of Google and never worried about them again. So I had a lot of those, and I had maybe 20 of those on one server, and I didn't check them maybe once a week at most, because it was recurring income. I just ranked them and then they make my money on autopilot. So I had 20 of those, never checked them, never updated them. I think I had the same password on all of them, and it wasn't wise, but I was thinking I couldn't get hacked. This can't happen to me. And overall, those 20 websites were making me more than $2,000 a month. So it was quite a nice recurring income. And then, 1 week I checked my AdSense revenue and saw that it was like 0. And I was thinking, what the hell happened? And the first thing I thought it was that, I got hit by Penguin or Panda or whatever, Google update, and my ranking just disappeared. But it wasn't that happened. It was maybe the worst Google slap you can get. I had all my sites hacked, and when I checked them, there was nothing left, no content, basically no site. It was all deleted, and basically $2,000 a month disappeared overnight because I was careless with protecting my websites, with backing them up, with securing them. And so, because I didn't pay attention to these important factors, I lost all this money. And obviously, I managed to get it back, but it took me a lot of time, and it wasn't really the time that mattered. But in this time that it took me to actually get the rankings back, maybe 2 or 3 months, that's lost revenue. I was making $2,000 a month. That once my websites got hacked, I wasn't making it anymore. So that was like a really big hit that I took.
If I'm doing my math right, I think you lost about 10 grand there.
Yeah, maybe more. Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh wow, that's a lot of people get on internet and they enjoy using the WordPress platform, but they don't think about start protecting their WordPress site, and by default installation, none of the default plugins protects the sites at all. I don't think a lot of people realize that.
Yeah, really, you're correct. I mean, a lot of stuff on WordPress is not secure, and people either don't know how to secure it, or they think this can't happen to me, I can't get hacked. But I used to think that too, and I got hacked. I lost all my revenue. So this is something you just can't really ignore, and you have to get security, because over 40,000 sites a day are getting hacked on WordPress, and that's a really big number, and you don't want to be, in this statistic.
Right, right. So,
Yeah.
what, so you kind of you went to jump ahead, kind of told you a horror story already. So, talk about a little bit. How did you your internet marketing story part as well? Talk about how did you guys started? What kind of struggling you been to, and what did you do exactly to achieve a level of success you have today?
Yeah, sure. So, as mentioned, when I first started out, I did all those micro niche websites
Hmm.
and I did extremely well with them. I got hacked, I got them back. It wasn't a problem, they were still making money. And then the Penguin and Panda updates, they really hit me and it took away a big chunk of my income. So,
Hmm.
as you can see, I got hit a lot of times from different ways, but I got it back by transforming those micro niche websites into authority websites
Hmm.
and getting them ranked and sticking, and they're still making money to this day.
Hmm.
And meanwhile, I started selling the software that I developed for my use and to outsource a lot of the tasks. So I started selling that SEO software, and people buy it because it's quality. I made it originally for me. So all the software I sell I also use personally. So that was like a big plus that helped me achieve success.
Okay, great. So it looks like all everybody just want to hit on hit on attacking you.
Yeah.
Kind of like, but, you're a tripper. You always fight back. That's the moral of the story. You can't let stuff like that stop
Yeah,
you
yeah, you can't, yeah.
success. And so to knowing all the wins and losses throughout your internet marketing journey, what would it be some of the top advice you can give to someone who's just starting out with internet marketing?
Yeah, sure. So, there's a lot of hype in this world, and when you see a new method or something, you think this is so easy. But when you start actually implementing it and all the steps, you find problems, struggles, and all that stuff, and you feel like giving up because it's hard. Well,
Hmm.
you shouldn't. This is a real business after all, and in business, there are always problems and struggles. So you have to keep pushing. You have to, don't lose focus. And we've all been through struggles, and you can do it. And in the internet everything goes way faster than in
Yeah.
offline world.
Mhm.
So your problems and struggles will take just a little bit of the journey, and then you'll achieve success. So
Mhm.
the main point is to never lose focus and to keep pushing.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and the thing about internet, you can, you can be success overnight, or it can be blow up in
yeah,
the
yeah,
other
exactly,
direction overnight as well. So it just how fast internet it can really really take you. So you kind of have to. I think most people have to go through that phases. Try out different things. So a lot of people say don't buy different products don't just be focused. That has its place. I think that's right, but I think for someone just starting out, I mean, how would you know what to focus on if you've never bought a single product, right? So I think you do have to buy quite a bit of product, hey, to figure
yeah,
out what exactly
yeah,
you want to do. But once you find that focus, though, focus.
yeah, 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 exactly.
So that's my advice to them, because I bought a lot of product in my lifetime, and that's how I learn. How that's how I grow.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's how you grow. Yeah,
Yeah, so and I think it doesn't matter what kind of internet marketing you are. If you are using WordPress sites, you really need to be very serious about it, because we don't want to end up in the situation you were in. One quick tip, this is as obvious as you can, is make your password
yeah,
non-guessable. You go to
yeah,
strongpassword.com, create those some random characters, and use that as your password, not some easy your kid's name or birthdays and or something like that. That's
yeah,
one. That's the very very minimum uh,
yeah.
you need to do. I mean, that's just so obvious, but most people don't do it. And don't use the one password for everything.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
different
change. Yeah.
password for different sites or different purposes. Okay, all right. So on the a website I want to give out right now, it's called lastpass.com. I know when you have a lots password to remember, it becomes headache. But lastpass.com is 100% free. So all you got to do is remember your master key password, and then you will remember all those weird character password for you. All right. So and you will automatically lock into you if you check that option as well. So that's what a lot of internet marketing uses day in and day out to remember. Because as the internet marketing, we have like 200 logins in different places. So so those two tips, I want you to implement it today. So to get your site secure as far as that, but. Let's talk about the other important things. Let's talk about the importance of a backup of your site as well.
Yeah, obviously. So you never know what can happen to your website. It can literally get hacked overnight, like it happened to me. But it can also, sometimes when you update a WordPress plugin or a WordPress theme, it messes with your website. It looks weird. Things don't work anymore, and you have no idea how to fix it. That happens all the time. I know it happens to me, and I have to get my developer and have him, fix it all. Mm-hmm. But if you have a backup, then you can just restore it to the previous state before messing it up or before getting hacked. So having a backup is extremely important because as I said, you never know what's going to happen in the next hour, in the next day, the next week. So you should have one at least one somewhere online and at least one somewhere offline on your computer, because again you never know what can happen, and that's basically about it when it comes to backups.
And also this thing for a newbie might not realize, they might think, hey, I download the entire website into my hard drive. They call that a backup, but you know what? In WordPress, has two parts, right? So there has the front part, and then it has a database part. So don't forget to back up your database part as well. So so that is a full backup. Let's talk about the most common attacks. Let's talk about most common attacks that people are facing. Let's talk about the malware stuff.
Yeah, sure. So in my opinion, one of the most common attacks that happens is a brute force attack, mm-hmm. where the hacker tries 1,000, 2,000 different passwords, mm-hmm. until they actually get your password. Mm-hmm. And the way they target you is that they search for those WordPress accounts that have their admin account as admin. If it's not changing.
By the way, do yourself a favor. Create another admin account and delete that admin account right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredibly important. If you change your admin account from admin to whatever else,
uh-huh.
You're a lot less likely to be targeted by hackers. This is like one of the first ways they target websites. Because people who don't change their admin account, are people who probably don't have any security in place, so it's easy to target them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like, I think, one of the most important things you need to do right away: change your admin account. And another important thing that you brought up earlier is that a lot of the files on WordPress, they're not secure. They're like open, and if somebody knew how to access them, they could get into your website and change whatever the hell they want to. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, there are entire folders on WordPress with content, with uploads. Like when you upload media to your WordPress account, all that media goes into a special WordPress folder, and unless you change the permissions for that folder is wide open for anybody to see and access. Okay, so anyone can access your contents of your website unless you change those permissions and you block them out. So you need to do that too. And I think that's an important thing that also people overlook. They don't know that a lot of the files are not secured on WordPress, and they don't know how to change those permissions and lock those hackers out.
Now, talk about malware attack. Well, what is exactly malware attack when it comes to WordPress? I think most people understand what malware is inside their PC, and that's why I love my Mac. They don't get those.
Yeah.
You can't get those, but I rarely get any at all. So, what exactly is malware attack when it comes to WordPress?
So, if a hacker gets access to your website, they can inject code into your WordPress. So, for instance, a popular hack right now, I saw it happen with a lot of stuff, even a lot of launches, is that if you go to a website on your mobile phone or on your tablet, you're getting redirected to a porn site, because hackers got in and changed the code so that every time somebody uses their mobile phone to access that website, they get redirected to some weird porn site. Okay, so that's like the top malware situation that you get. They insert their links to whatever website they want to, and they redirect part of your traffic from your website. They basically steal your traffic and they send it to their website. That's what malware is with WordPress.
Okay, I was interviewing another person who does security stuff, and that's very interesting. Another reason that hackers want to have your site because they want to fake, for example, the PayPal login, trying to steal other people's PayPal, username and password. So they obviously don't want to use their own website doing that. So they need to have a hosting, which is unfortunately we become the victim of that. So they will hack your site and perhaps do a malware attack or whatever the attack they're using. I'm not really familiar with. They will actually put the PayPal login on your domain. So when the government agencies start down, you will be the one in trouble because that's your domain. So unless you sort that stuff out beforehand, and unless you protect yourself, you might be in huge trouble both with the PayPal and the government as well. Even you didn't do anything, So this is the thing that people. This is if you're watching this, have taken this thing very, very seriously because this happens every single day. Just make sure this does not happen to you. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to protect right now with a couple click of buttons, especially with the product Radu's going to introduce here in a minute. You really just a lot easier and simple, save you tons of time and money, and to protect now than after it happens. Because you want to talk about what kind of painful process you've been to restore your site?
Yeah, of course, obviously. So I didn't have a backup either. So I lost not all the rankings, but also all the content that I had. So I had to go back and pay my article writers, a ton of money for all those articles. I had about maybe 5 articles per website times 20 websites. That's 100 articles. That was another $1,000 that I had to pay in content to get my websites populated with articles again. And then obviously Google really doesn't like when your website gets hacked and they slap the hell out of you and you get you disappear from search engines. So I had to build backlinks again to get where I was before. So again, hundreds of dollars on backlinks and stuff like that, so I could get the first position. And you probably know that ranking in Google takes time. So again, maybe 1 month, 2 months to get those ranked. So overall, it all adds up in wasted time and a lot of wasted money when I could have just protected myself in 10 minutes and that was it.
Right. Yeah, back in the days, I think about 20 or 25 of my website got hacked. It was not fun. I was thinking a lot of you probably assume this. Hey, well, who needs to backup? Well, isn't that the hosting like HostGator backup automatically, weekly, daily already? Well, you can't assume that. Yes, they do have a backup, but the restoring process is very, very tedious. They make you first of all sign a form. Then you gotta make extra payment for each site you restore. If I'm recording right back today, this was like $20. So if you have 50 sites that's down, that number adds up. That's like $400 if I'm doing my math right here. Just to get the site back, and then you talking about the new content and the new backlink again. Things can add up, again, I keep kind of pounding on this because I want you to realize by secure your site today, how much money and time you're going to save yourself later on. So it's once you know what to do, it's really not that hard to do at all. So especially with this plugin of yours we're going to talk about here in a minute. But by the way, Radu, I didn't kind of ask you this beforehand, but is there any way you can kind of show us what this thing does? Like do a screen share or?
Yeah, so I could do that, sure.
Okay.
We have a
Before you do that, while you're setting it up, can you talk about what's the reason you and Josh decide to offering a plugin like this? Well, what is the biggest problem you're trying to help all the internet marketers solve here?
Yeah, of course. So, you know, this plugin basically deals with everything about WordPress security, from backups to scanning and removing malware to protecting your website from getting hacked, you know. So basically every single piece of WordPress security in just one plugin, and it's not something that you can find on the marketplace right now, okay? You would have to get a separate backup plugin, and that could cost $100, maybe more. You know, backup plugins are really, really expensive. Or you would have to pay, you know, a monthly fee, $20 per month or whatever, to have, you know, backups taken for you. Okay, so that's number one. And then for the malware scanner and for the basic blocking the hackers out, it's really hard to find, you know, reliable plugins that do it all, and, you know, and that they work together well. You know, I mean, if you were to put all the features together, you have to install several plugins, and they would conflict with each other. So it's really a big, big headache, this whole security issue, unless you use just this one plugin, you know. So basically, this is why we created it, you know, to be an all-in-one solution that marketers won't have to, you know, have headaches about their security.
Yeah, you know, those free plugins, they have a lot of settings. I think most people don't understand what the heck is going on. And you know, so it's cool that you guys come up with a, you know, a simpler, like, you know, it's kind of like a built by the marketer for the marketers, because most marketer doesn't care, don't understand half of the settings they want in those free plugins. So this is gonna be cool. So do you have a couple minutes, maybe kind of show us the what this thing does a little bit?
Yeah, let me set it up just right now. So it's all working. 1 second.
Take your time.
Yeah, we have a really nice demo that you can use too, and you know, show your audience everything in depth. Okay, so can you all see right now?
Can you make that more horizontal?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Better now?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you can see, here are all the features of this plugin. It's called Seamless Secure, and number one, you can do a complete backup, just like that on the spot. You know, you click complete backup, and it will take maybe less than a minute, and then it will show all those backups right here. As you can see, all those recent backups that I ran, they're here, and I can download them to my PC, and, you know, okay, so it's done, backup completed, and I can download it and just save it to my computer, and it's good to go. I can restore it back if I wanted to from here. Okay, all those previous backups from my website, they're stored on my server, and I can just restore back with just a click. Okay, that's really good, because as I mentioned earlier, you can update a plugin, and that can mess up with your website, how it looks. You can just restore back to how it was yesterday and restore the backup. You know, it's just that cool. And of course, you can also upload the backup and restore from that. So in case you want to move an entire website from a domain to another, this is a fast and easy process to do. You know, it's something extremely easy. You just install the plugin on both websites, you download the backup from the first website, and you upload and restore the backup on the second website. It's that simple. And
right.
Of course,
just want to clarify this. This is a backup. This is not a clone, right?
Yeah, it's a backup. Yeah.
It's a backup. So guys, the difference between backup and clone is backup only restore the original site as exactly which you were. A clone actually can clone the site to a different domain name. So this is a backup a feature here. So just want to point that out.
And you can also schedule backups, so, you know, you don't have to you know, deal with the fact that you would have to go in the plugin every day and do a backup manually. You can just schedule it as often as every hour if you want to. And of course, the malware scanner, as I mentioned earlier, hackers can insert different types of code to your website. As you said, it could be to steal your data, you know, PayPal data or whatever, or it could just be to redirect to their websites and steal your traffic. So if I just hit here, malware scanner, it will scan my website, for all this nasty code and remove it automatically if it finds any. As you can see, my website is clean right now. There's zero malware, but the first time I actually ran this on this website, I had over 50 malware installed. Oh. Yeah, it was amazing. I couldn't believe it, and it got all removed. And finally, the stuff that keeps away hackers. Right now, this is not the final version of the plugin installed right here. The demo has all those features, but right here in front of me, there's you can enable the fact that it locks hackers out of a brute force attack. Okay, so if they wanted to again try to log in by testing thousands and thousands of passwords, it can do this. You can basically ban their IP and lock them out for good. Okay, and besides this, which is right here, the final plugin has several other features. For instance, it can secure all your files by changing the permissions. The stuff I talked about earlier, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of files on WordPress, they're not secure, and anybody can have access to it. So this one changes permissions, so only the admin can get access to it. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. All right, so let's talk about ask you some questions about the product, the launch itself. So let's talk about the name of the product again, and let's talk about the time of the launch and who's going to be really benefit for getting this.
Okay, so the product itself launches on August 5th, and it officially goes live at 11 a.m., but we're running a very, very special early bird from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and you don't really want to miss that out, okay? It's going to be just $17 for the whole plugin. Unlimited domains, unlimited everything, basically no restriction for just $17. And
it's not developer license, right? That's for
No, but you can install it on unlimited websites for your.
Just want to make sure. Some people get confused. There you go. Don't know what happened there. There you go. Oh, yeah, he's off. Default speaker. Save. Do. Well, I'm gonna end this one.